Not long ago, a woman decided to test her husband's reaction. She wrote him a letter saying she was tired of him, no longer wanted to live with him, and was leaving for good. After placing the letter on the bedroom table, she crawled underneath the bed to hide and wait for him to come home. When her husband arrived, he noticed the letter, picked it up, and began to read. After a long pause, he took a pen and wrote something at the bottom. Then he started getting dressed, humming happily as he went. He grabbed his phone, dialed a number, and began to speak. "Hey babe," he said. "I'm just getting changed, then I'll come over." The other fool finally realized I was messing around and left. Honestly, I should never have married her. If only I had met you sooner. "See you soon, honey." He hung up, whistling cheerfully as he left the room. Heartbroken and shaking, the wife crawled out from under the bed to see what he had added to her letter. Through tears, she read, "I could see your feet, you idiot. I'm just going out to buy some bread." A very ill woman, lying on her deathbed, asked her husband one day, "How long after I die will it take for you to be with another woman?" The husband replied honestly, "Never, honey. I won't be with anyone else until your grave has completely dried." A few days later, the woman passed away. True to his word, the husband visited her grave every single day. For 15 years, he went without fail, and every time he arrived, the soil was still damp. One evening, he came to the cemetery and found his brother-in-law standing there, holding an empty bucket. "Hey, James," the husband said, "what are you doing here?" James looked at him and replied, "I'm here to fulfill my sister's dying wish." "And what was that?" the husband asked, and James said, "Come here daily to wet the grave." A farmer was working in the fields with his daughter. He glanced across the property and noticed the neighbor's son slip into one of his sheds. A little while later, his daughter said she needed to use the toilet, but instead, she walked into the same shed and didn't come out. Growing suspicious, the farmer went to investigate. To his shock, he found the neighbor's son on top of his daughter. Enraged, he grabbed a shovel and smacked the boy across the backside. The boy jumped up, cried out, and ran away. The farmer turned to his daughter. "Did he do anything to you?" he asked. "No," she replied. "Well, not until you hit him with a shovel." A woman hired a contractor to repaint the interior of her house. She walked him through the second floor, explaining the colors she wanted for each room. In the first room, she said, "I'd like this one in a cream color." The contractor wrote it down, walked over to the window, opened it, and shouted, "Green side up." Then he closed the window and continued on with her. Puzzled, the woman said nothing. In the next room, she told him, "For this one, I'm thinking an off blue." Again, he noted it, opened the window, and yelled, "Green side up." Now she was really confused, but still silent, as they moved to the last room. "For this one, maybe a light rose," she suggested. The contractor wrote it down, went to the window, and shouted once more, "Green side up." Unable to hold back her curiosity any longer, she finally asked, "Why do you keep yelling green side up out my window every time I tell you a color?" The contractor smiled and replied, "Oh, I've got a crew of blondes laying turf across the street."